What's going on, YouTube? Kimmy here, back with another video. Today, well, actually, 2 days ago, 2 to 3 days ago, Vinland Saga had ended. Now, why is this video out so late? The last one got deleted. Why? Because I ran out of space on my hard drive. So it messed up and I didn't get it. So I literally did everything like, I talked about it, series, whatever. But we ball. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. So Vinland Saga chapter 220. Now, what a conclusion to an amazing series. It started off the Nords leaving Vinland. You got I said Finland. Thorfinn handing Plymouth some wheat, him dapping up the shaman, showing him that, at the end of the day, there's really no hard feelings. I mean, we was just trying to really just live peacefully over here until you decided to crash out, because the shaman was, the one that kind of started all this. But anywho, and so as we're sailing away, I call him Ka, the dude that took Ivar's sword. I used to say Ivar. People say Ivar. I was saying Ivar. I didn't notice until I was watching people react to it a couple days ago, or people seen people's discussions about it. Sorry, your boy is actually really tired. I know I'm not my usual self. I'm not as hype, but I'm trying to get this video out because I really do enjoy this show, and I really wanted to make a video on it. So and then Thorfinn asked Bug Eyes to translate. He's like, yo, could you please throw away that sword, because it's not gonna end well. Throw away that sword. You don't need to do anything violent. And he literally laughs at him. Go do whatever they're gonna do. Thorfinn, everyone knows about what's about to happen on that island, bro. I was gonna start using that sword, because the sword in the series is the power, and the wanting to use that power on others. Because if you have a sword, yeah, it looks cute, cool. I'm gonna say cute. Looks cute, cool, looks shiny, but then you're eventually going to want to use that power on someone else, and that just circles back to the themes of that. And then one of my Bug Eyes is leaving with Ninska. Now, like I said, I never really was like reading forums or anything, but it seems like there was like this thing where they were like, yo, Bug Eyes needs to beat the allegations. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, Ninska, I always thought she was pretty young. I don't know what age she was. And then Bug Eyes is around Thorfinn's age, I believe, because Leaf thought Bug Eyes was Thorfinn when he picked him up, and woody woody whoop. So he's at least around Thorfinn's age, and I don't know how old Thorfinn is. I know he's a grown man. Maybe late 20s, mid-late 20s or something like that. So it's kind of, yeah. But it was a different time, though. I'm gonna just chalk it up to that. We're gonna move on. And then my favorite part, when I saw this panel, I'm gonna throw it up on screen. Saw this panel, dog, my heart. I had to just stare at it and look at it. It was so wholesome. My heart warmed up. Thorfinn finally saw his kid, man. Finally. Now, it was looking kind of hazy. Your boy was shot by like 16 different arrows. It was more like 8 or 6. That was exaggeration. But then he got a shot. It was also a poison one, and it wasn't looking good. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. But Fortunately, your boy was able to see his kid, see it reunite with his family. I really wanted to see that. That thing was probably one of my favorite panels to see. Him lifting up his child. Oh my gosh, it's so heartwarming. It's probably up there with I Want to Be a Stronger Person. That joint was, I love that panel. I love that panel so much. But yeah, then it's pretty much like what was Thorfinn doing all this for? I kind of just talked it up to Thorfinn wanting to find hope, like have that hope of finding a peaceful nation, of wanting to create a war and violent less, uh, a non-violent, a non-violent country or nation. And yeah, that's what he was doing that for, to finish his mission in pursuit of that. And we go back to Plymouth, and he's, doing the wheat. You see him like it's raining, he's struggling with tilling it. There's birds, and at the end, the wheat is starting to grow. And the quote, I don't know the quote. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Yeah, so what sprouted were prayers to the future. We must not let them be out. The future of trying to find that peace in that non-violent area that could possibly exist. You're always trying to get that, always in pursuit of that. So that's why I consider that as that was amazing. And wheat, being like rebirth and growth, back at when in farmland, when as the farm that him and Aina were doing. What the heck is on my lip? As him and Aina were tilling the farm, and the wheat and vegetation was growing, also Thorfinn within was also growing into a better person. And yeah, ending to this, really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's really weird because I want more, but what we got is great in my opinion. I think that's pretty good to be like, yo, I want more, but even if it is here or this is where it ends, it's great. It's actually pretty much like, I have a weird thing with this ending and AOT's ending. Now, when I was almost at an AOTer, when I was reading AOT back in the day, I'm saying back in the day, like when it ended, that chapter dropped, I was devastated because that joint was hot garbage. I did not like it. And then I read it again. I gave it like a 7. But what did it for me was the anime. The anime made the ending 10 times better. With this, I don't really see anything that's like like, oh, Yukimura has to talk to Mappa and be like, yo, change that. Like, I don't see that here. Everything here is just like great, darn it, I literally just had a thought in my mind and it's gone. Probably because I'm tired. But yeah, it's finally done. I started this, I was an animator. Why do I keep adding ER to everything? I was an anime only watcher from season 1. I was into it, bro. I was really into season 1. I really did enjoy it. I was like, Viking anime, what the heck? This is so wild. It's not a ninja, it's not a soul reaper, it's not some guy that has a rubber fist. I'm down for it. Unfortunately, I was 19 and wasn't really in tune with trying to get the deeper meaning of things, so I gave it like a 7. Nowadays, I'll give that joint a 9. And Farmland was peak. I get that joint a 10. That's what really made me really enjoy Vinland Saga. Partly because him wanting to be a better person, him wanting to grow as a human, really fell upon me, like, because I try to follow Christ, follow the will of God every day, and the best person in the world is Jesus Christ. Following him, following in his footsteps, even though you may fail, you still continue to follow him. And it's like that just really spoke to me, especially even after the farm, and then him um even almost killing Floki, you know, trying to go back, almost going back to his old ways. Just went. That's why the wanting to be a stronger person is one of my favorite quotes, because it just reminds me of my Christian walk. And yeah, that's like, then after season two, I picked up the manga, dropped it soon after. Not really dropped, but put it on a hiatus. I have my bro borrowing 8, but I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I gotta buy the rest because thing, but I'll probably give the I'll probably give the other extras like someone. But yeah, like this manga was one of the, it is probably, it's my favorite manga. I have Berserk over there. I didn't finish Berserk, or I'm not caught up to Berserk, but I'm in the middle of the Conviction arc, and I don't know, man. This show just speaks to me differently. It truly is one of the best, if not the best. It's. I was thinking about the other day. I don't know if I put this over AOT, or if I have it at a number 2, and or if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed randomly, this will be my number 1. But yeah, love this. It was great. I wish I could have done some reviews before the ending of it, but you know, great. Hopefully you guys have a blessed day. Hopefully I continue. Hopefully you guys not I continue, brain fart. Hopefully if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Your boy is tired and I need to get some rest.